This video will demonstrate how you can use the video conference slides in your own presentations to support remote or hybrid learning in your video conferences. If you're watching this video right now, you can type this shortened URL into your browser to have immediate access. I would also recommend that you visit the Technology SharePoint, and you can access more remote and hybrid learning resources here as well. So we're going to scroll down and click on the Hybrid Remote Learning Start Here icon. And then once again, you can look at the other resources. This particular resource is housed under Other Useful Hybrid Remote Resources. So when I click on this icon, it will force a copy. So you will now have a copy of this resource that will be attached to your Google profile. So click on Make a Copy. Once the copy renders to your account, you'll be able to navigate through the slides. Let's navigate to the table of contents on slide 3. So from here, you can see that there's many different categories. So the slides have been created and categorized for you to be able to navigate them easily. You can also scroll through the slides and you'll see there are some title slides that are embedded that help to organize and separate the different categories. So national anthem, land acknowledgements, prayers, and so on. So for example, if we wanted to check out the different subject templates that are created, the first one is elementary subjects. So we can click on elementary subjects and then scroll down, and you'll see that each of the subjects will have their own slide here. Once you bring the slides into your own presentation, you'll be able to edit them accordingly. Besides some of the slides, you'll see that there's some pre-made timers. So if you want to put a certain amount of time on a slide, we have some created for you in advance. You have a 1, 5, 10, and 15-minute timer. So if you wanted to set a timer for 5 minutes, you can drag this in, and then it's silent until it counts down to 0. So you could click play and use it for your timer. So those are just off to the side, and you can just drag them into your presentation if you want to use them. When you're in present mode, your students won't see these extra elements on the side. So to get back to the table of contents, you can find one of your title slides and click on the blue house icon, and it will take you back to your landing page. So we can also take a look at the agenda style slides for today's agenda. And there's many different configurations. So you can go through and decide what would work best for you. And just remember, these are also fully editable. So you can take and add or remove elements that you would like to. Let's move on to week at a glance. Same idea, some different configurations here. You can edit these. And then we have morning and afternoon meeting slides, and you'll see that the different video conference icons are here, so you could also drag those in to remind your students where to go or link your link to your conference there. And these are resizable as well. So once you pull them in, you can make them larger if you would like to do that. So let's head back to our table of contents. And let's look at collaboration time. So if you're going to be using breakout rooms or doing some group work, there's some simple configurations that have been created here for you as well. And remember, they're fully editable. There's also a matching group slide for each of the different numbered groups. So if you wanted to put specific instructions inside of those for the different groups or links, or put links to collaborative documents, you could also do that right in these places. Then we have some pre-designated slides that you could use for recess, or in high school we would have a break. And this is just a little break time activity that I got from the Program and Learning Services Wellbeing Experiential Learning Resources on the SharePoint, and that link is there. And then for high school, there's a 10-minute break here as well. So there's a a variety of different resources in here that you can explore. But now I'm going to show you how you can bring these slides into your own presentation, and then you can edit them. So I'm going to go to my Google account and slides. I'm going to create a blank presentation. You may already have a presentation that you've been using that you want to just bring some of these slides into, so you're welcome to do that as well. So I'm going to click blank. And then what I can do is I can go to File and Import Slides. So remember, the Slide Master is video conference slides. So if you type that in, you'll find them. Then they're going to display here, and you can just pick and choose which ones that you want to use to build your day. So maybe you wanted to begin with an anthem. You could grab a land acknowledgement, a morning prayer. Then maybe you're doing a calendar activity if you're teaching in early years. Or if you're doing intermediate or senior, you might want to do an attendance question. Then you could choose a specific day of the week if you wanted to, and so on. So you can go through and grab whichever elements you want to work with. So maybe you're doing language, math in a block. Secondary have customizable templates that they can pull in there, and maybe you're going to be doing group work, and so on. So you can pick a presentation one, transitions. If you're going to be doing collaboration time, you could pull in the corresponding slides for that. Recess or break, and maybe reminders. There also is a first then slide that's embedded in here, and then there's blank templates. So if you just want to have something to base your own stuff off of, you could grab one of those, and then you're going to import those slides. Once those slides are attached to your presentation, then you have the ability to go in and mark them up. So wherever you see click to add text, you can do that. On this particular slide, you're going to want to go in and update the days and months. And if you want to use this indicator, you could pull that in to designate what day we're on. And all the slides have click to add text. So anywhere here, you can click to add text. If you wanted to get rid of something, just delete it. So if you don't have a reminder, just go in and click on the elements and delete them out. And then if you wanted to resize something, you could certainly do that as well. So fully customizable. Once you get the slides into your own presentation, that's the best time to customize them. Then if you wanted to reuse this deck day after day, you could just update them, or you could create a new presentation, whatever works best for your workflow. So that's how you would access the slide templates for video conferences and bring them in to your own presentation.